fucking weak.
Bum, bum, bum.
A little more.
I mean,
All right. I don't know if it did anything or not.
you can probably mix up those sounds and make a cool thing.
Oh, I'll do whatever I can.
All right.
All right. Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I am Martelle, and with me always is Randall.
Oh,
Randy.
it's nice.
It's
not,
Randy.
Yeah, it's Randy.
It's Randy.
It's not Randall, actually.
It's not Randall. It's not Rambo. It's not Rand.
I wish I was Rambo.
It's not. No, Rand.
Yeah, not Rand.
Not Rando.
Not Rando, for sure.
Not Randick.
I've been called worse.
Rangina. It's Rangina.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey. Anyway.
Sangina in the Rangina. I almost said mangina.
Mangina?
Yeah. Hey, Diesel. Diesel's outside the door, apparently. He's like, wait, you guys are recording again?
He's like, damn it.
We haven't done a twofer in a day in a long time.
I know. It's been a while.
And we're going to talk about stuff that happened to me this week.
Well,
and who knows when this will air?
2 weeks ago, at least.
Or 6 weeks ago, or 6 months ago.
Whenever
we use this
Whenever this one gets around to being put up.
Yeah. So we just recorded a show.
We recorded
but we didn't talk about
great show. So for reference, just so whenever this one actually does come out, the show that we just recorded had pizza from DeCarlo's. We did Bait and Blow. We did
Greg Luce.
We hit the Hall Brothers.
Yep.
The
Hall Brothers are twins. They're super kinky.
We're just making the rounds.
Round, 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 round. We get around.
That's right. So just as a heads up, like that was the show previous to the show. So we're loose.
So who knows when this will air? We're saying we are loosey goosey.
Loose.
We are Greg Loose.
We're loose, and on this show, I don't know that we're going to rate it, but we are drinking Michter's Straight Rye.
Why would we not rate it?
I don't know. Maybe we just don't get around to it.
Yeah, so last show we had so much. You'd finished your challenge, and we had so much that you wanted to pack in. We didn't get to talk about anything like that. No,
I literally fudge packed everything into one show.
Just crammed it in there.
Just jammed it all up in that canal.
You feel like you've been there 5 minutes, and it's been an hour, and you're exhausted.
Yeah.
And some things are sore, and some muscles are tired, and you're exhausted.
Things are worked.
They worked over.
So, anyway.
So, yeah, we've got some Michter's Rye here.
So we got Michter's Rye.
And how has your week been? Let me ask you first.
So, this is like a week that I have been looking forward to because it was the last week of the challenge.
Right.
Now, in total, since November, am down 23 pounds.
Good job.
I'm down 23 pounds and at least an inch because I'm in like a 37-inch belt-ish.
Right.
It could be a 36 and a half.
Whatever.
So I'm feeling good. I shaved my beard off, which it's something I typically do in March anyway. I don't like having
I don't like it. You still have stubble, so you're not like...
I don't like, after losing all this weight, I don't like the shape of my face.
Yeah, you said you look like a squished tomato.
I look like a squished tomato.
Which I don't get, but I think it's very funny.
Take a tomato and just go...
No, I know what a squish.
Right.
I was not confused as to the concept of squishing a tomato.
Right. Well,
I was saying I don't think you look like a squished tomato.
Liz doesn't either, but I see
think
my
your
face.
brain is a squished tomato sometimes.
It's probably more like a blended tomato. But either way, I don't like the way my face looks now that I don't have a ton of facial hair. Like
that's because you're a man.
I know.
You're used to seeing facial. You need facial hair.
I'm growing it back. I'm growing something back.
Men are supposed to have facial hair.
So we're doing that.
Men and grandmas.
I can start drinking again.
You have.
And yeah, definitely have. Today, at least put back at least 4 ounces. Ish.
4 ounces and 4 inches.
Yeah. But I don't want to. I'm not trying to overdo it at some point. Like today is kind of a celebratory day. I still have 2 beers down in the fridge that need to be drank.
Go get them.
Nope.
Let's go.
Nope. No.
Let's keep this party training going.
Can't do that. Going to the brewery later.
Take them with you.
But I'm
going to duct tape them to your hands. And you're going to walk in the brewery with 2 beers duct taped to your hands.
They're like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't care.
Give me a beer.
Give me a beer. I feel good.
You look good.
I'm feeling a hell of a lot better.
Your belly looks way smaller than it did in November.
It very much is.
It does.
It very much is.
Liz looks like she lost a lot of weight.
Liz has lost a ton of fucking weight throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, she was like, no, I haven't. I was like, well, you've lost it. Like, you look different. And I'm here once a week, and I can see the change in you guys.
So she was on track to win this whole thing.
Oh, did she not win it?
We don't know yet.
What?
But we figured out that she would have, but someone, I'm not going to say they cheated. I'm not going to accuse anybody of ever cheating. But I will say there's an app we're using to track everything that we're going through.
Okay.
And this isn't anything that I didn't tell Jimmy or Brandon about. Before Thanksgiving, 3rd place was behind us by 5 points. Valentine's Day, sorry. At Valentine's Day, 3rd place was behind Liz and I at 5 points.
Okay.
Which meant, or she was behind Liz. They were behind Liz at 5 points and me 4 points because I missed a veggie.
Yeah.
So, and I will own up that I did not take that point, and
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Sucks to be me.
Yep, you screwed up.
I screwed up. So for 2 weeks, this person was behind Liz and I 5 to 4 points.
Okay.
Or going into Valentine's Day, 5 to 4 points.
Right.
Valentine's Day, Liz and I, we recorded that weekend. That day, actually, I think.
We recorded that day because we didn't drink on the show, and then you did that.
And then I did a fucking drink, and then I had wine. that night. And Liz, we took a point for that,
right? Because you were like, why? Because it's a point for the whole day.
Point for the day.
So you could have drank all day.
I didn't.
If you want, well, you probably would have died. But technically, it's a point no matter how much you drink.
Right. No matter how much you drink.
Right.
It's a point.
So you went.
So I could have taken the point. We could have had.
You went down 2 points.
So I went down,
and Liz went down 1.
I went down 1 point.
Well, but 2 total because you're veggie day.
Oh yeah.
So from like say you're at 100,
down 1.
You were down to 90, whatever. I don't know your scoring system.
Right.
So, you're down 2 from the top, and Liz is down 1 from being perfect.
Right.
Okay. So that person still should not have gained on you.
They should have been 4 points behind Liz in 3.
Right.
And they were. And then last week, that person miraculously made up 2 points on Liz and 1 point on me.
How do you make up points?
There's
not a way to gain points in this game.
That's what we're trying to figure out. There's no way to make up fucking points on this.
It's
suspicious. It is suspicious. You can go back and edit stuff from the previous weeks.
So yeah, somebody did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So someone went back and changed. Now I don't know how you make up sleep in the past. I don't know how you eat shit that you didn't eat in the past. But someone went back and they made 2 point changes. 2 fucking points. Liz lost by 2 points at this point. We figured it out. If everything is equal throughout everything.
But wasn't Liz only down 1 point from being perfect?
She's down 1 point from being perfect.
So how'd she lose by 2 points? That means the person was...
Because there's bonus points as well. Like we got... You did little things throughout the weeks.
Earn points.
There's ways to earn points, but they don't go into the app. They're outside of the application on your phone.
In the app, it shows this person is ahead.
No, in the app, it shows this person is 2 points behind Liz and 1 point behind me.
But the bonus points?
So after you figure, we did the 20 bonus points for the 20 different foods that we had to eat. That's 20. All 3 of us did that. All right? That's 20 points. Boom. Add them in.
So you're all still at the same levels.
There were social media points. Basically, you post this or do these things.
Share something or comment, whatever.
Let me rephrase that. There were 12 bonus points you could have gotten for certain activities. 6 for performance, like you did 200 burpees for the week, or you did a 50-calorie row for the week, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So there were 6 of those, and there were 6 nutritional challenges, or a social media post. I did 11 of the 12 posts. This other person did 11 of the 12 posts, and Liz did 10 of the 12 bonus points. I say posts.
Okay, so that would make you and Liz even now. Because you did 11, she did 10.
Yes.
And you guys were points, so you're even.
Yep.
And that girl should have still stayed.
She still
3 down from you.
3 down from me. But then there's points for weight lost. I lost 9 pounds. I get 9 points. I lost 8 pounds and gained 1 pound of muscle. I get 8 points for the weight lost. I get 1 point for the muscle gained. So I get 9 points. Liz lost more than I did. I can't remember her exact number. She lost more weight than I did and gained, I think, 2 more pounds of muscle. Okay. So she gets whatever that is. This other person lost 15 pounds and gained 1 pound in muscle. So she lost more than Liz did and gained 1 pound of muscle. I think is what it was.
So 16 points.
Okay. So she's 16 points. So with all of that added together, it puts her 2 points ahead with her with them going back and making the change. If they had not made the change, they would have been even, and Liz would have won because she gained 1.8 pounds of muscle versus just 1 pound of muscle.
Okay, so when did they make this change with the bonus points? Midway through?
Well, it wasn't with the bonus points; it was in the app. So that's the thing. Like,
you're talking about the person went back.
The person went back and made a change to say, oh no, I did get those 7 hours of sleep, or no, I did eat the 5 to 6 cups of veggies, or I did eat 2 servings of fruit, or whatever it was. Whatever it is that they missed, they went back in time in the application on their phone and said, I did this thing and got 2 points, whether it was on the same day or 2 days.
So even the bonus, what happened, it sounds like this person got, whoever it is, got more bonus points than you guys, but still enough to put them ahead of you.
Well, they
went back and changed the app, so it bumped them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially,
now I'm following.
They
would have lost, but it would have been closer than 3 or 4 points.
Whatever it was, they would have tied with Liz. They would have just straight up tied with Liz.
And then they went back and had some of the app,
but they
made a points.
Yeah. Gotcha. Wherever they were sitting before Valentine's Day, if things had stayed the same and ran the course, this person and Liz would have been tied. Liz beat me. I mean, she straight up whooped my ass by 3 or 4 points. I mean, and that's a lot. Like,
yeah, it sounds like it sounds like it's hard to get points.
It's so.
And to not lose points. I mean, because you have to not do things.
You have to not do things, and you have to do things you don't enjoy doing. Like, I don't enjoy eating 5 to 6 cups of fucking carrots a day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised my skin isn't orange.
Yeah.
I look like Donald Trump. But they made a change right after Valentine's Day that wasn't there in the previous.
Gotcha.
I'm not saying they're cheating. I'm just saying it's sketchy.
Yeah. Saying like
super fucking sketchy.
Kind of suspect.
It is very
suspicious.
Sus. It's very
sus.
It's very sus. But either way, we're down. My goal is 215 by May. I've got 2 more months to lose 10 pounds, essentially. I'm going to bust my ass to get down there. And then I'll have a pool. And I can flaunt my body to nobody.
Oh, I'll watch.
I'll show it to Liz. I'll be like,
like you didn't show her body to you before you're.
Motherfuck.
What did you do? Did you spill something on your keyboard?
Yeah.
Your mechanical, expensive, rainbow colored keyboard? What did you spill?
Whiskey.
Oh, did you knock over the mixers? Oh, man. We just had a great show. Now this one's going to be terrible. What are you looking for? What are you in the closet for? Come out of the closet.
I'm out of the closet. I need a tool. I gotta
put it in rice. Put it in rice.
That's not in here.
He's like throwing stuff everywhere in the studio here. He spilled his Michter's Rye. Drink Michter's Rye. Don't pour it on your keyboard. Yeah. Your expensive mechanical light up rainbow colored whatever keyboard. He's trying.
Shit is falling everywhere.
There's stuff all over the floor. Doors are flying open and shut. You're breaking stuff. You're going to break your house trying to fix your keyboard.
I am.
Oh, he's trying so hard to get this keyboard opened up quickly and dry out this whiskey.
Oh my god!
Did you drop it on the keyboard or?
No, I hit it.
Oh, you hit it.
And it like spilled backwards.
It spilled backwards. So Martelle, I'll give the play-by-play because he's kind of away from his mic. How much is that keyboard?
$120.
It's $120. That's not a Logitech, folks. That is not something you buy at Walmart.
No.
What do you mean? Okay, he dropped the tool. He dropped a screw.
I dropped the key.
Oh, he dropped the key. He dropped the key.
I'm taking the keys out.
This is when we need video for our show.
Damn it.
So we can go on YouTube live. Oh, this. I'm actually watching you anxiously now. I'm nervous for you. I feel like I'm watching like the end of the NASCAR race where they all just wrecked, or like a World Series game where there's like tie game, bottom of the ninth, one man on.
This is awful.
He's like frantic here, folks. All right. So
this is my favorite keyboard.
It is your favorite keyboard. It's a nice keyboard and you've got a nice setup.
I've got two of them. But
well,
this is my nicer one.
You had two of them and it was your nicer one. We'll see. I hope everybody can hear you. He looks like a robot with this little screwdriver key tool thing. Stuff's flying on the floor. Parts of the keyboard are flying everywhere. What is that? You lost, I don't know what that is. It's like I think you lost the F key. F it.
It may have been.
You lost the key.
I'm taking the keys out.
The key, okay. Keys are literally, he's popping off every key. They're flying all over the floor. This is.
They need to make this thing waterproof. It needs an IP67 rating.
There are keys everywhere. There's tools everywhere. There's boxes everywhere. He has these closets.
I'm shaking it like a Polaroid.
He's got this closet with double doors. Hold on. I gotta try and record this. I hope I can get some of this in. So he throws open the doors, looks in a box for the tool, pulls out all the packaging in the box, tool's not in there, throws the doors open again, starts throwing things out of his closet looking for something.
My God, it's so...
And his headphones are off. Here we go. Oh, he just... Oh, this is great. This is high quality podcasting here.
You put this shit on TikTok.
Oh, I'm going to. Oh, he's freaking out. He's using canned air to try and dry whiskey out of his keyboard. This is fantastic. I wish you guys could see. You know what? The challenge worked because you looked so gallant as you
agile
sprinted in and out of the closet several times.
I lost a slipper.
You might have lost another pound or two. Too bad the challenge is over.
Damn it.
Oh, that was fantastic.
I hope
I'm grinning from ear to ear.
I know you are.
I feel bad that you may have just ruined a $120 keyboard, but that was entertaining.
God, I'm just like kind of sick right now.
Oh, my jaws hurt from laughing.
It got on
you.
my goddamn mouse.
Oh, why was I not recording?
I don't know why.
He just licked whiskey off the mouse.
Shit.
Oh man. Oh, this is not what I thought we were going to do.
This definitely isn't the second show that I wanted. I got super excited and fucking knocked my.
There's a drink. Take a drink. How do you still have some in the glass?
I just bumped it.
So it just splashed over?
Splashed over, but it was more than just like there was a lot of goddamn whiskey in that.
Well, I would
keyboard.
guess because you popped off every key. There's keys on the floor. There's keys on the desk. He's back in the closet now, folks.
Shit.
Oh. I hope your mic's picking up all this stuff falling on you.
God damn it.
I was gonna talk about my weird / not really bad week, but this is trumping all of it. Oh, there goes another box from under the desk back into the closet.
Fuck in there.
Oh man.
Damn it. It never ends.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I keep finding liquid everywhere.
It's drink Michter's Rye.
It's like
it's the whiskey that never
come everywhere.
Everything's wet. Don't touch anything. It's all moist.
All gross and
it's so sticky in this room.
I may have lost a key.
There's one right in front of your stool stand up weird thing. What key is it?
5.
It's the 5 key. We have located the 5 key. He literally frantically started popping keys off of his computer keyboard.
I wanted to get the...
But it was... Man, this is... you're right. We need video sometimes. This was a show that we need video on.
I'm hoping that I got the main key. Like, I took all the basic letter keys out for the most part.
Oh, I'm so entertained right now.
God, I'm glad you are.
It was like watching the Tasmanian devil try to do IT.
Oh, you see how fast I move?
Yes. It was literally a whirlwind. You were spinning left and right, in and out of the closet. Stuff's falling. You start popping keys off.
Popping keys.
Popping keys. They're still falling on the floor.
I'm still finding like
so discombobulated
in the keys.
Oh man.
God, I hope I didn't ruin this.
I hope you didn't either. I truly hope you didn't.
Now,
it was so funny.
It is different than me spilling water on the other keyboard, which I've done like 2 weeks ago. Technically.
Oh. I just sent that. I recorded you for a minute and 3 seconds, and I just sent it to Krista.
Why would you send it to her?
Because she listens to our show.
Oh, I know that.
And
But why not just post it to TikTok and be like,
well,
my dumbass co-host?
I'm going to do that too, but I want to edit it and make it all look funny. And you just want my TikTok followers to listen.
Well, if you're going to fucking use it, they might as well listen.
Yeah, that's true. Your nephew needs to promote us. He's the one that's got all the followers.
He's not going to promote us.
No.
All his followers are teeny boppers. God, I hope that... She just watching and goes, what the hell's going on in this bullshit?
Oh, so funny.
All right. God, I cannot wait till we're down in the basement.
What would that have to do with you spilling whiskey on your keyboard?
Because I wouldn't have so much shit on this desk.
But you'd still have whiskey next to a keyboard.
You're right, I would. But I wouldn't have so much shit where I wouldn't have to worry about like setting the whiskey 10 feet away from me where I can just reach over and grab it as opposed to...
What do you got, Go-Go Gadget arms 10 feet away?
Yes. You didn't get those when you became a parent?
No,
Go-Go Gadget slap.
No, I got Go-Go Gadget fat. That's what I got when I became a parent.
Shit, now I can't even control the goddamn screen.
Dude, my jaws hurt from laughing through that and trying to commentate on it.
Son of a bitch.
I did not expect this to be.
I'm done.
Yep, let's just okay, so that's how your week went. So the challenge thing. Okay, you're done.
I'm done.
You're done. You want me to go through my week?
Yeah, give me your treadmill.
I'm going to take the treadmill's the end of it. Okay. Kind of. I'm going to take a sip here.
Glub, glub, glub.
So good. So Monday, we recorded last Sunday.
Dun dun.
She laughed at the video. See, I sent it to her and said just a preview.
No idea when this show's coming out, but here's a preview.
No clue, but here you go.
Where's my fucking silver?
You're so discombobulated. He had one slipper. How did that get there? Okay, he had to leave his workstation desk thing. He had one slipper on his foot and one across the room.
I don't know. I don't even remember going over there.
When we set up in the basement studio, we got to put a camera like up in a corner at least. Just hit record and let things happen, and then we can upload it to YouTube or whatever. I didn't even see that go flying across the room.
At some point, I walked over there.
No, you didn't.
No, I did.
No, I'm telling you.
I had to have.
Your headphones never came off.
Well, then I'm goddamn. Just call me David Blaine because I'm fucking magic.
I think you kicked when you were in and out. You came in and out of that closet so many times so fast. I think you kicked it over there. That was that. I love everything about this show. Walk right out of your sandal. Just one. Just your left one. Your house slipper.
Every day.
Okay, so
every goddamn day.
My stories don't top that now. I thought I had some stuff to talk about, but that's folks, sometimes life just gives you gifts. They just say, you know what?
It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. The show's like a box of chocolates. You never know when Martelle's going to spill whiskey on his keyboard, throw open his closet doors, and start chucking boxes out in a sandal across the room.
No, I had to come over there.
Oh, you got the compressed air. So you lost the old man house slipper in transition from getting the compressed air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try and calm down. Now my stories are going to be really boring. So, how's your whiskey there, Martelle?
You know
Lovely.
what? It's good, but it doesn't hold a candle to Baden Blow.
Yeah, I think Baden Blow is better.
It's a rye versus a bourbon.
It is. It's a little different.
It's really good. I like it. I'm enjoying my Michter's.
Michter's Rye. It's a decent price point. It's pretty easy to find around Ohio.
Hey, it's $40.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers on Boco got me though. Oh, the price is going to $80. So I bought 2 bottles,
Thinking it was going to jump, and then they were like, Michter's was like, it's not jumping.
They're like, it's not jumping. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
But what do you think about it? Is it fair at $40?
I think it's fair at $40.
Yeah,
I
it's a
think
good
it is. It's really
It's
good.
no AE Rye,
I'm not
but it's
mad
also
about it.
$60 cheaper.
Right. Well, it's not aged in Caribbean rum cask barrels, and I'm not mad about buying 2 bottles. I was more mad about
The fact that you invested one of them.
That was like, you dickheads. So,
What would you rate this?
this is easily a 2.5.
Bingo.
I mean,
Nailed it.
it's
like a grab it, but it's also not a.
It's an everyday sipper.
Yeah. It's a good rye. Solid rye for the price.
Yeah.
The Michter's bourbon, I like way better.
I don't know that I've had the bourbon.
Okay, I might have to try and get us some of that. I like it way better than the rye. Like, exponentially better. So, he's still.
I'm wiping my keys down.
Dude. Oh, man. I think my heart stopped 4 times in that because I was both like, oh my gosh, that's his favorite keyboard and it's mechanical and expensive. And at the same time, I was going, this is freaking hilarious.
I got it for free, too.
Oh, now I don't care. Now it's just funny.
No. So there's a whole story. So the keyboard that I have that I originally bought is a super thin 104 key mechanical keyboard.
Right.
Okay.
I remember when you got that one.
It started having issues. Like it wasn't, you type and shit would like double type and triple type
we
and
talked
things
about
wouldn't
that
type.
like a year ago.
Yeah. So things weren't working with it. And I reached out to the company and they're like, well, they him-hawed around and played and pissed off and did all this other bullshit. And finally I'm like, I need to have I can't use it. It's unusable on my Mac. I can't use it on my Mac. Well, then I found out that it worked fine. I couldn't use it on my Mac through Bluetooth, and I couldn't use it on my PC for work through Bluetooth. Like, it was just all kinds of issues. But I plugged it in, and it started working just fine. Well, I'd already sent them an email and video and everything of the issues I was having with it. So they sent out, they're like, well, we can't replace that keyboard because we don't have any in stock. Do you want a different keyboard? So I got this one, this K2. And it's a little bit thicker of a keyboard. It's not a thin, super thin profile keyboard, but I like it. Like it feels like a keyboard.
It's amazing how the keyboard feels like a keyboard.
Well, some keyboards don't feel like keyboards.
They feel like hippopotamuses.
They feel different.
Feels like a squishy nanner.
But they never sent me a RTA number
to return the other one.
But they sent me the new one.
They didn't care.
Obviously. So now I've got 2 keyboards.
Had 2 keyboards.
Well, as of right now, I have 2 keyboards. I'm going to let this one dry out.
No, you have a keyboard and you have a piece of plastic with a bunch of keys popped off of it.
I have a paperweight flipped upside down.
You do.
So the water doesn't touch the circuitry.
Stick it in rice.
That doesn't work. That's a fucking myth.
Stick it in your pants.
Stick it up my butt.
Oh, hey. I bet it's moist up there, too.
It is. So, hopefully... But when I spilled water on my last one, because I spilled water on the K4, which is the super thin one, a couple weeks ago when we were recording a show, it's
Shocker.
fine. It's fine. So this one will be fine.
It'll just type drunk.
Whatever. As long as it works, it's good.
All right. So now that excitement has died down.
God.
Jeez.
We need a producer.
We really do. We
Instead
really
of me.
do. Yeah. If you're introduced to being a producer on the show, send us an email at buckhornpodcast@gmail.com. We probably won't use you.
More than likely.
We're not going to change a thing.
I ain't changing shit. You have to come here and take photos and just listen to the show.
Yeah, shut up. You don't get a mic.
And occasionally you can say something.
Yeah, you don't get a mic. You might get headphones if we like you.
Well, they have to have headphones.
Nope.
That's what a producer does.
Nope. No headphones.
We don't need headphones.
Nope. We get the headphones. No headphones for the producer.
The producer can't tell the levels.
You sit down there and
You sit down and just look at us.
Calm down, Jay-Z. You don't need no headphones. God. Just let me rap. Let me flow.
Turn it up in my headphones.
Turn my headphones, but you ain't got none. Okay. Yeah. So Monday, I had to take my little Ford Transit Connect to Troy, Ohio, where apparently they don't believe in snowplows. Not Troy, but the place I went had not been plowed, and they had like a foot of snow and thick, solid ice under it.
Yes.
So when I pulled in, the guy that was supposed to let me in to do my job, because this is a building that doesn't have somebody there 24/7.
Okay.
We have to schedule to have the guy there, blah, blah, blah. He works in another building in another city. I noticed that you go up the hill to get this place, and then it's like an S curve down to the lot. Okay. So I go up the hill on the road, bone dry. Roads have been clear for a couple of days. S curve down to the lot, though, is covered in snow, and the only way I can even tell where it's at is from his tire tracks, and I don't even know if they're all on the driveway. But at the bottom of the S curve sits his Cadillac front-wheel drive like SUV, quote-unquote. At least yours is straight. If I keep it between the little trees, I'm good.
Yeah.
But this one is like, I'm just going to follow his tracks. And I could tell he got stuck because after his vehicle, I saw footprints as I went to pull in. Like, I stopped in the road. Nobody's behind me. And I went,
shit.
Send it. So I went down the S-curve, past him, got about twice as far as he did towards the building, and still came like 30 yards short. So I get out, walk inside. Of course, I chose to wear tennis shoes because the snow's going. I'm not wearing my boots. Throwing some comfy tennis shoes. I'm not going to be there long. It's a small work order, you know. Get into the building, do my job. He's like, yeah, I called the plow company. Somebody's supposed to be on their way. Whether he had or not, I don't know. But they're coming from a city that's like 20 minutes away. It's not that far.
Okay.
Well, by the time I'm done working, they should have been there.
There and gone.
So, I mean, the lot's, it's not huge, but it's not like a Walmart parking lot, but it's not a driveway either. It's just a decent little building, decent little lot. And I go to leave, not there. So I said, well, I'm going to try and get my van back. I'm just going to try and reverse back at least far enough to, I don't know how I'm going to get up the hill to get back out of here and make the S-curve turns and all this.
Get a running start.
But I got to move, nothing. Well, I finally got this thing going. He goes, I'm going to go back in and call him again. I got this thing moved back a good 10 to 15 yards, and it was done. I was on pure ice. Front-wheel drive, little pedo van. You're over there playing games with your keys right now. So
I'm cleaning the tips.
Long story short, I was stuck there for an hour and a half just waiting on the plow truck. Plow truck comes, clears out behind me. We dig out my van. I get to go home. Cool. Tuesday, I get home, not feeling great. Tell Beth I'm going to go downstairs and shower.
COVID.
Take a nap. She goes, cool, I'll keep the boys up here. Cool. I fall asleep and I'm like out. Not as bad as a couple years ago where you were texting me like, what are you doing with the podcast? And I had
why
no recollection.
Are you changing shit?
Like from old shows, like not that bad, but I was out. Tuesday I wake up super sick. No energy, crapping my guts out. And I was just like,
crapping your guts out is always fun.
Oh yeah. It was a blast. And I was like, I'm staying home. I'm not going anywhere. Wednesday comes, not feeling much better. Go to work. I was a little late getting where I wanted to go. I leave a little early. Thursday, same thing. I go to leave. I start heading home. I get third of the way home, and my boss calls me back. I called him with a question about one of the rooftop units. And then getting to talking with him, and he goes, long story short, by the way, I put in my 2 weeks notice today.
What?
Now, this is a guy that has known me since I was like 12. He's called me to come. He's hired me 3 times. Like, he's called me and said, I want you to come work for me at 3 different jobs. Yeah. Love this guy. He does not micromanage at all. He won't even call you all day. He just expects you to do your job. Right?
All right.
And then if there's an issue, he'll go, hey, what happened? Like, that was your job. You know that was your job. You had everything you needed to do your job. Why didn't you? Or what? He never said why didn't you. If you messed up, he's the kind of guy that goes, hey, here's a learning opportunity. Yeah. Like, he doesn't yell at, so I love working for this guy. And come to find out, he got approved by Amazon to own one of these delivery hubs where he's going to make like
buku bucks.
I'll tell you a figure off there. He's going to make dumb money. All right. So I can't blame him. I'm happy for my friend, But I'm also sad that I'm losing this guy that I love working for. So that happened Thursday afternoon, so I'm going, well, crap. He's been kind of training me to take his spot, but him and I both didn't think he'd be able to get one of these places for another year.
Yeah.
6 months to a year minimum.
Okay.
So I was like, well, I've got time. Well, they called him, said, hey, you can't go in Ohio, you can go in Indiana, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he got one. And to his point, he's like, I'm not getting any younger, and if I can make the money now, let me get started.
Yeah.
Get the hard part out of the way. Retirement comes that much earlier.
Got to make hay while the sun's shining.
Right. So don't blame him. But for me, kind of a bummer. Well, then Friday, as I told you either last episode or off the air, we replaced 180 light bulbs in a warehouse.
Last episode. Well,
whatever.
Episode we recorded earlier today.
Yeah. So Friday was a rough day. I don't like working for long on a Friday if I can help it. I'd like to wrap up my week's paperwork.
Yeah.
So I'll go somewhere and work. That's fine. I got no problem working. But I like Fridays to get my week's paperwork done so it doesn't roll over to the next work week.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Work week, like tomorrow,
that's just
Monday,
efficiency.
I'm going to a place in Cincinnati. I've still got paperwork from last week, so I'm probably going to end up doing some of it tonight. Yeah. And it's month end.
Yeah.
So I've got month end paper. So I'm not a big fan of working on family time or my time.
I'm not a big fan of working.
Well, fair.
Because it's
I'm also
all
not
my
rich
time,
enough.
essentially, as far as I'm concerned.
It is. So that happened Thursday. Well, then Friday, I found out one of my good friends is moving to Georgia.
The country?
Yeah, no,
Oh.
the state. His wife got a job offer. She took it. They put their house on the market. They went down last weekend and visited Tybee Island. I saw pictures from that. That's not where they're moving. They're moving about 30 minutes from there, though.
Okay.
But he's like, yeah, we went down there to find a house. They found a house. They came back here this week, put their house on the market Friday. It sold on Sunday.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
That
was up in, that's like outside of a small town like Medina, like outside, like a smaller town or something.
Yeah.
And it's still gone. It's not even,
I actually had friends put up their house in Lancaster
gone
on Friday, and it was gone on Saturday.
Yeah, don't surprise me at all.
I'm like, holy shit.
The market's dumb right
And not
now.
just gone for $25,000 more than what they were asking for.
It's a seller's market.
I am trying to get Liz before
you guys would make bank
before
on this
we
place.
do the pool. Like, I would love to just be like, I wouldn't buy a place because there's no, it's a seller's market right now. So there's no chance I would try to buy a house off of somebody.
Sell this and rent for a little while.
I would sell this and easily rent and tell the pool people, just hold on to that. Go ahead and get rid of our pool. Hold on to our down payment. We'll come back to you. And I would rent for probably a year and then come in and buy something else or build. And then I would make sure that I was there every single second that they were building.
Yeah. So you knew what was happening.
I'd drive them insane.
Yeah. So that was and then Saturday I had to drive an hour and 15 minutes north to Ashley, Ohio to pick a treadmill up off a buddy, get home. It don't fit in the doorway. We got to take it apart, get it up the stairs into my house, which you've been to. So where it's like 3 or 4 stairs up, one up into the house from the breezeway, and then down.
And then 13 stairs.
Which your house is 14 stairs. It drives me nuts.
It is a little taller.
The stairs here is 14.
Yeah.
Because I always count up to 7 and then down from 7, but yours...
You're going to love being in the basement because it's even deeper.
I know. It's so deep. We got to go so deep.
Subterranean.
But I don't have to walk up the stairs until after we record it.
Well...
But yeah, so my week has been, it's not been a bad week. It's like getting stuck in the snow kind of sucked, but it's like I was getting paid, you know? So when I had to sit there for an hour and a half waiting, I listened to podcasts, I played games on my phone. It wasn't like the worst thing. And I still left there
You should have tried to do donuts.
Dude, I wasn't moving anywhere.
I said tried.
I kind of did. I tried to even move. I couldn't move.
You should have just stomped on the gas
donuts.
until you hit asphalt.
I stomped on the gas.
Then moved.
I stomped on the gas so hard for so long, still didn't get through the ice that my vehicle did the flashy light, like, hey, you don't have traction, but it actually stopped me from accelerating.
Oh, fuck that.
That came on and the vehicle itself, like the RPMs dropped while I'm flooring the gas pedal.
I hate that.
Because I was fluttering the gas, I was moving, but I was like, screw it, I'm just going to gun it.
You should have done the rock back and forth thing.
Did it.
Drive.
That's how I got the 10 to 15 yards that I got took like 27 minutes or something. I did the rock back and forth. I've grown up living. Beth got stuck on bald tires outside of our house in her van. I got out and coached her how to drive her way out so she would learn. I know how to get out of being stuck in snow.
Bald tires.
Yeah, she needs new tires. They're not bald, but she needs new tires. But it still got out on its own without anybody pushing.
Right.
So I know how to drive in Ohio. My dad specifically,
Everybody
my first
in Ohio
winter,
should know how to drive in Ohio.
Like in
except
winter,
they don't.
Dad used to take me out and like kind of like get something stuck on, and he'd be like, "All right, come over here. I'm going to show you how to do this." So I get all that. I know how to do that. But yeah, so it's been a weird week. Just a lot going on. A lot of info coming in and out. I don't know if I'm going to get offered my boss's job or not. So there's uncertainty there.
You should. I don't want to use. It's not apply, but you should say something. Say something to your boss.
No, he already knows, and that's why.
No, but he needs to say something to somebody else.
It's already happened.
Okay.
So what happened was when he turned in his 2 weeks, the boss's boss said, "Do you think Randy would be interested in the job? And could he do it?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "I've been having him help me with the paperwork, with this, that, and the other, blah, 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 for 2 years now. Well, I've been there almost 2 years."
Yeah.
He said, "I've groomed him for this position. Would he want it or not? Ask him." He said, "I think he would." There are certain parts of the job, I'll talk about off the air if you want, that I may not, even if they do offer it, depending on the money. Which money's not everything, but if it's not enough.
No, but there's bullshit you need to put up with that needs to be paid for.
Compensated for, right. And so even if they offered, I may not take it, but it'd be nice to be offered.
Yeah.
And at least, so I'm going to throw my hat in the ring.
That's better than applying for something that you're told to apply for and then not getting it.
Right.
Which I've been in that situation.
They asked about that, and they've also asked them if they thought other people from different parts of the country, I think. Anyway, so I'll probably throw my hat in the ring and at least hear them out and ask them my questions. You know, be very honest.
Yeah, because it's not just them interviewing you.
Exactly.
You're interviewing them.
But the fact that they asked kind of shows me that I've been doing a decent enough job for almost 2 years that they were just like, "Hey, you're leaving? Cool. Can Randy just jump in your job?"
Yeah.
So,
well, that's the way it
cool.
should. And reality is that's the way it should be. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Oh, hey, you're leaving. Oh, we're going to bring this guy in from Minnesota.
Yeah.
And
there are other people. This is a national company, so they do have guys that are on smaller contracts that could.
I don't agree with that though.
I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I'm just saying this is what it is.
That my thought is whether it's a national company or not. I mean, I'm a national. I work for a national company, but they're not going to bring somebody in from fucking Louisiana to take over, a manager role.
Your job?
No, my job can be done.
Then they have to work in your house.
My job can be done by apes.
I bet apes would spill less whiskey on their keyboard.
They probably would. They probably wouldn't be drinking while they're working either.
Good for the apes.
They'd be slapping bananas,
slapping their nanners together.
Yeah. But I don't ever think that anybody, and I hate it when it happens, where someone works for a company that is whether it's a national corporation or just even a local state-based corporation.
They bring somebody from the outside.
Where they bring somebody from the outside in. Yeah. Now, in certain cases, that's fine. Like in my case, when they brought my manager in, I know the guy. Like I've known him for years. He was from an outside company, and they did not promote within, but I'm glad they didn't. Like I didn't want the position. I was told to apply for it. I was literally told to apply for the position. I'm like, I don't want it.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of where I'm at. I don't know if I want it or not.
Well,
because it'd be more pay, but it's going to be a lot more stress and a lot more work.
But there's a difference between I was told to apply for the position, and they were like, "Yeah, we think you'd be a really good fit for the manager position." But I'm like, I don't want it. They're like, "You need to apply for it."
You'd be an awful manager, I think.
I don't think I would be.
I don't either.
I just
said that.
I wouldn't. My management style is different though. Like, get your shit done, and I don't give a shit what you do.
Exactly. I was going to say you would be a very hands off, just like my boss. Do your job.
Do your job.
Then if you don't, it's like what the hell happened?
I could care less if you work for 2 hours a day as long as the shit's getting done.
Exactly, and that's how my boss is, which I love. Like, and my biggest fear is if they bring somebody else in, even from the company or from outside, maybe somebody more qualified than me, which they're out there.
Yeah.
And if I lost somebody more qualified than me, I wouldn't feel bad about it. But I don't want a micromanager.
Right.
That will drive me.
Well, that's
up
where I got
the
lucky.
Freaking wall.
That's where I got lucky. Like my boss now, he's like, "What are you working on?" I'm like, "I'm doing this." He's like, "Is it getting done?" Yep. He's like, "Great.
Okay.
Don't care."
Right.
Like,
and obviously you've been home for a year plus now.
Damn near a year.
Yeah, okay, almost a year.
March
Obviously,
13th.
your work's still getting done, because if not, they would have been asking questions.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like, let me do my job.
Well, and I'm also I'm in a different situation than everybody else on my team. I am the only one who works with a fully integrated team out of Bangalore.
Nice.
My team is in India. My whole development team is in India.
That's kinky.
So I only get conversation with them between 7:30 and 10:30
In the morning.
because
Yeah, the time difference.
because of the time difference, and then they're off. So if they have questions, they have to get it to me between 7:30 and 10:30, or
Which is nice, because you get them at the front of your day,
Yeah.
and you have the whole day to handle them.
yeah, and then I can just
Rather than get them at like 4:30 or 5, and then it's
which
like crap.
I hate.
Yeah.
That's the worst case scenario, which I get those too. But getting everything up front and being able to answer it throughout the day and then just having them respond the next day, perfectly fine with.
Yeah.
Like I do not mind working with my team in Bangalore. But it does make things challenging. It is a different type of challenge because you can't answer them and get a response
Quickly.
in the same time frame. It is almost a
Yeah.
24-hour period, 18 hours, where you're getting your response to the question that they asked that you've answered and then asked a question.
The follow-up, yeah.
So
Yeah, that'd be difficult.
it's a different type of difficult.
Yeah, but it's not like making you hate your life. It's not like... I don't think so.
No, it's
I
not.
don't think you would stay if you literally like hated everything about it and made you miserable. You wouldn't stay. I wouldn't either. And that's my thing. It's like, do I want this job if it is good pay? And if I get offered it. So the boss's boss or the HR person or whatever is supposed to be up here this week.
Okay.
Our company's headquartered in another state.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be up here, and she is the one who has asked.
Can I
the
get a
HR
one-on-one? Can we meet?
And that's kind of what I'm like. I'm wondering if she's going to hit me up and be like, "Hey, since I'm in town, can we talk?"
Maybe.
So I hope if they plan on offering me the job, and I think tomorrow I'm going to text my boss and say, "Hey, let him know I want to talk to him."
Yeah.
Because
Talking
worst
never
case,
hurt anybody.
Exactly. Worst case, I talk to him and go, "No, I don't like what this part, or you don't like that. It's not going to work. I'll stay where I'm at." Which they apparently love me.
I'll take 5% increase and I'll stay where I'm at.
Right. Fine with that.
Cool.
The first thing I asked my boss, I said, "Does that mean I get your truck?" Because he has a company. He has like a 2019 Chevy Colorado 4-door like truck. It's like,
No more pedo van for me.
And he went, "Well, if they don't take it back with them, you can drive it as far as I'm concerned. I don't care." He's like, "I'm leaving."
Even if I'm not here, you can have
Yeah,
it.
he's like, "I'm gone, so
give a shit.
do whatever." Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's been a weird week. And then rolling into today, church this morning was awesome. And then I get here and you're in a good mood.
I'm always
And we
in a
slam
good
some good. Yeah, no, you're not. Then I slam some DeCarlo's pizza. We have a good show, and then you ruin your keyboard, and it's hilarious to me. So
It
not again. It hasn't been a bad week.
No.
Getting stuck at Troy, literally, I just went, screw it. I got the heat on. I'll play games on my phone and watch TV. Or
Yeah.
I did some of my paperwork while sitting in my van, I was like, and I got my little phone mounted on my dash, watching TV, doing my paperwork, still working, getting stuff done. That was the worst part of my week. But it's just been a weird week. Your microphone just went limp.
Yeah, it did. It just completely it just went.
Whoop. And that's why robots cannot.
All right. So keyboard lights up.
Okay.
Well, power lights up.
See
This
what
is playing
happens.
with fire. I swear to God.
It's playing with electronic components. Electronic components.
Doing a new. No, the problem is.
It's buzzed, dude. It's at least buzzed, if not drunk.
Well, the
It's a
problem
little
is.
tipsy.
So
See if it can walk on its own.
they put these little fucking switches on this thing, and you can't see what's what.
Oh,
All right,
man.
so we're supposedly connected at this point.
Let's see what happens, folks.
Oh yeah, we're fucked up.
That's not good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Let's say now we have content for next week's episode. Could you get it fixed or not?
Well, I think it's something's making a connection that shouldn't make. It's typing out QWERTY.
It's typing out QWERTY on its own?
It's literally typing out QWERTY.
It's taken over the world. You got it drunk, and now it's like, you know what? I don't need this guy.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take it apart and clean it. See what's up. Damn. I'm going to have to buy another fucking keyboard. It's another $100 and some.
Call the company, send a video saying it's not working right. I don't know why.
Like, I don't know what happened.
It's like, I don't know. By the way, don't check out Buckhorn Podcast.
Yeah, no shit. Anyway, all right. I think that's it. I think we're good.
That's a good one.
That's my misfortune is your
great podcast episode.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I was just going to talk about my work week, which had some weirdness to it.
It opened up Apple Music. The fuck? I didn't open Apple Music.
It's drunk, dude.
I was super drunk.
It is wasted.
All right. Anyway, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Google, Tweetstagram. You can't even finish.
I can't.
You're
Michter's Rye is really good. Pick it up.
Don't spill it on your
keyboard. I give
keyboard.
it a 2.5.
Do not spill it on electronics.
Do not spill it. We'll just stop there.
Well, that's fair, too.
Don't spill it.
I don't care if you spill it. It's not mine. You paid for it. But I would not recommend it.
No, don't spill it. All right. I'm Martelle. He's Randy. We're out.
And that's keyboard, and it's also out. Peace.
Yeah, the keyboard's out.
It's out.
Way out.
Peace.
See ya.